Will ya ever stop arguing with yourself? Will ya ever tell him? Won't ya ever tell him? Ah, yes. Ah, no. Ah, fiddlesticks. Just open your mouth and let it come out.
Now, Mama.
Now nothing. If he ever comes to call again, you see him alone. And if you haven't got the gumption to tell him how you feel...
Oh, tell him.
Well, there's nothing wrong with a little ladylike hint.
Oh. Mama!
Winthrop, where you been?
Fishing.
Fishing?
With Harold.
Oh, you mean Professor Hill.
Mm-hmm. And look, I still have some worms left.
Oh, did you have a good time?
Scrumptious, he told me all about his hometown in Indiana and said he might take me here someday. He also told me a song that hardly had any S's in it. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, let's say it once again. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, that's the town that knew me when. If you'd like to have a logical explanation, how I happened on this elegant situation, I will say without a moment of hesitation, there is just one place that can light my face. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, not Louisiana. There's fancy knockaround. But Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, my home sweet home. If you like to have a logical explanation, how it happened on this elegant situation, I will say without a moment of hesitation, there is just one place that can light my face.
Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana.
Not Louisiana, Paris, fancy knockaround.
But Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana, my home sweet home. I'll be back in a minute. I have to go show Amaryllis my live frog. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da.
Oh, leave the dishes, Mama. I'll do them.
Shins live around here somewhere?
Oh, the Shin home is on East Elm. This is West Elm.
Oh, criminy. I see you're the piano teacher around here. You must know about that fellow, Hill, forming a boys band here.
Yes.
Well, don't let it worry you no more. I got the goods on him in spades. That swindling two-bit thimble rigger. That's why I gotta go see Shin. Well, I'm just passing through. Number 8 train only takes a 15-minute water stop. Sure wish it was 20. Would like to concentrate 5 minutes on you, girly girl.
Who are you?
Name's Charlie Cowell, Anvil salesman. But just now, I'm out to protect the good name of the traveling fraternity from this here swindler.
Mr. Cal, you're making a big mistake.
Mistake? My old lady scores it covered. That fellow's been the raspberry seed of my wisdom tooth just long enough. He spoiled Illinois from me, and he's not gonna spoil Iowa. Say, what kind of music teacher are you? You didn't see right through him? Why, that man's no more professor than...
Oh, I know all about that. Band leaders are always called professor. It's a harmless deception. He's a fine director and he's scholastic.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Fine director? Have you heard one note of music from any band?
No, but...
But nothing, girly girl. That fellow's never formed a band in his life, and he never will.
Mr. Cal, if you would just listen to me for a minute.
I'd like to. I'd like to do more than that if I had the time. Sure got the inclination. But I gotta get back on that train and leave this here dynamite with somebody on the way to the depot. Bye, girly girl. See you next time through.
You'll never catch the train at the depot. You'll have to catch it at the crossing.
No, sir. I gotta leave word. And I can see you ain't the one to leave it with.
But Mr. Cal, I don't, know you.
Is that an invitation?
No, I mean, you don't know me.
Yeah, I'd probably need more time anyway.
I mean, as well as I'd like to.
No trouble there, girly girl.
I've never met a man who sells anvils before. That's something, well, quite different.
Takes a real salesman, I can tell you that. Anvils have a limited appeal, you know? What am I doing? I missed that train, I'll get fired, and I gotta leave word about that fella Hill.
Leave word with me.
Not on your tin type. How do I know you deliver these letters?
Try me. There's your train. Now run for it.
Why, you double-dealing little... Who do you think you're protecting? That guy's got a girl in every county of Illinois, and he's taking it from every one of them. And that is 102 counties. And that's not counting the little piano teachers like you he cozies up to keep their mouths shut. Neither one of you's heard the last of me, girly girl.
I'll pop the question. Lighter rolls, I'm home again, Rose, without a sweetheart to my name. Good evening, Miss Marian. Lighter rolls now, everyone knows that I am hoping.
Who was you talking to just now? Oh, Professor Hill.
Top of the evening, Mrs. Peru, Miss Marion.
Would you two like to come up and set? I've got some jelly on the stove.
There's no jelly on the stove, Mama.
Well, I'll just go put some on then.
Shall we set, as your mother said?
Well,
You did ask me to call.
Did I? I didn't mean anything.
Now, Miss Marion, I'm not suggesting that your invitation inferred anything but academic enlightenment. The think system? I've been by your house the past couple of weeks to try to explain it to you, but there always seem to be people around. Mostly ladies, I thought.
Yes, Mrs. Squires and several of the ladies.
Good. Wouldn't want anybody beating my time. No, ma'am. You wouldn't. All right, it's evidently not the convenient night. I'll see you at the sociable later.
Oh, Professor Hill, is it true that you've had 100... What I'm trying to say is...
Yes.
Is it true that you've developed a think system?
The think system, yes. Well, it's actually quite simple. Almost as simple as whistling. Nobody has to teach you how to whistle. You just think the tune and it comes out here. Now just try it for yourself before you ask any questions.
I take your word.
Could we sit down?
Are all music teachers as dense as I am?
All music teachers?
I dare say you meet dozens, even 100.
Now, Miss Marion, that's...
Are they all as fascinated as I am with the think system?
Some more, some less. One young lady had thought of the same system before I got to her town. She showed me a few refinements.
I see.
Have I said something wrong?
Please don't let me keep you, Professor Hill. I'm sure you have far more important things to do than explain the think system to me.
Can't think of one.
And I must be very dull company for a man of your experience.
Now say, where'd you get an idea like that?
One hears rumors of traveling salesmen.
Now, Miss Marion, you can't believe everything you hear. You must know one also hears rumors about librarians.
I suppose you're referring to Uncle Matty.
Uncle Matty.
Mr. Madison, my father's best friend. No matter what they say, he left me in a sure job so Mother Winthrop and I could have some security. Surely you don't believe
Of course not. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Now, what do you think exactly starts those rumors?
Narrow-mindedness, jealousy. Jealousy mostly, I guess.
Exactly. Jealousy mostly starts rumors about traveling salesmen. Now, what have you heard?
Oh, nothing about you personally. Just generally.
What have you heard generally?
Just that, well, of course, it stands to reason that disappointment and jealousy can lead to, well, take you, for instance. Your attentions to customers and well, teachers, well, they could be easily misinterpreted, mightn't they? I mean, now, honestly, mightn't they?
Why, that's
And
just...
so you say another salesman or someone were jealous. Well, they could be downright lies, couldn't they?
What could?
Rumors and things.
Oh, why, of course.
It just proves that you shouldn't believe everything you hear, doesn't it? If you just discuss things...
Now, Miss Marion, I'd be delighted to discuss anything in the world with you. But could we do it sitting down? You do sit. Your knees do bend and all.
Well, we could sit on the porch steps.
You'd also sit in a large hollow log over at the footbridge.
Oh, I couldn't think of it. I've never been to the footbridge with a man in my life.
Just to talk.
I've got to change for the sociable.
Then meet me there in 15 minutes.
I can't. Please? Maybe some other time. Maybe tomorrow.
Miss, my dear little librarian, pile up enough tomorrows and you'll find you've only collected nothing but a lot of empty yesterdays. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd like today and make today worth remembering.
Oh, so would I.
Footbridge, 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Mama!
What, dear?
I just told Professor Hill I'd meet him at the footbridge in 15 minutes.
Glory be and the saints be praised. It works.
What does?
I've been using the think system on you from the parlor.
Hey, Greg! The uniforms have arrived. The kids are already in them. Those people are going to be screaming for music if they show up at the sociable.
Yeah?
Here's most of the dough. I got Tommy to collect it. He's trying to hold a practice over at the lumberyard.
All right, go get the rig.
I got it.
Oh, what time's the freight go?
9:40 from the junction.
It's not even 8:30 yet.
Look, you want to wordle turtle around and get yourself caught in a bunny trap, you go ahead, but I will not.
I'll be fine. I'll see you later. Miss Marion, you're late.
Oh, but you said 15 minutes.
Oh, no, I meant you were about, well, I'd say 26 years late. Took you all this time to get to the footbridge with the fella.
If you want to know the truth, it was almost longer.
Oh?
Halfway here, I nearly turned back. I suppose I'm not the first to find it easier to think clearly when not under the spell of your salesmanship.
Now, Miss Marion, surely you don't think I've been trying to sell you anything.
No, you've given me something.
Well,
That's why I decided to come.
I don't recall giving you...
Oh, yes, you have. Something beautiful. That's why I came, and I'm glad. Oh, please don't be afraid that I expect too much more. One can't expect a traveling salesman to stay put. There have been many ports of call, and there will be many more. But that's no reason for me not to be thankful for what you will have left behind for me. There were bells on the hill, but I never heard them ringing. No, I never
was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all till there was you.
Marion, there's things you don't know about me.
Hey, Greg!
Excuse me, I'm expecting a cable from Hector Berlioz, and this could be it. Now what?
Who's the salesman here? Sounds like she's selling and you're buying.
Are you crazy? I told her I had to keep her off balance, didn't I tell you?
Oh, she's so far off balance, you can't tell her from a catboat in a hurricane.
Listen, Buster Brown, I've come up through the ranks in this skirmish, and I'm not resigning without my commission.
But Greg, you can't get anywhere over here at the Footbridge.
Mars, I got a place over at the picnic park that makes this place look like the old lady's home. Now beat it, go get the rig. Never a peaceful moment in the music business. Now, where were we?
You're about to tell me what I don't know about you?
Well, we don't have to go into that just now, do we?
No, we don't. Or ever, for that matter, Harold. The librarian hasn't felt much like doing research lately, but she did plenty when you first got here.
Oh? And about what?
About Professor Harold Hill, Gary Conservatory of Music, gold medal class of Ot 5. Harold, there was no Gary Conservatory in Ot 5.
Why, there certainly
because
was. I
the town
attended.
wasn't even built until Ot 6. I'll see you at the sociable.
How long have you known?
Since July 7th, 3 days after you came. I tore this page out of the Indiana Journal. It was originally intended to use against you, but now I give it to you with all of my heart.
But if you knew, why, you little... While 110 cornets played the air, then I honestly took my place as the one and only bass, and I ooped up and down the square.
Good night, my someone, good night, my love.
With 110 cornets right behind.
Our star is shining its brightest light.
There were horns of every shape and kind. Sweet dreams be yours, dear, if dreams there be.
While 110 cornets play the air.
I wish I may, and I wish I might. Now good night, my someone, good night.
Greg, this guy's crazy. He's going over town, spilling everything.
Well, see, I'm crazy. Missed my train, probably lost my job. Oh, but I got you now, Hill, and you'll pay. You'd have been in the clink right now, hadn't it been for that piano teacher. I tell her all about you, and what does she do? Lily gags me around till I couldn't get to shit. That little dried-up, man-hungry doxy, round-heel fizz.
You stay out of here, I'll kill you!
Hill, you bully, big blow-off. I'll stay in this town till you get yours up, down, through, and sideways. Why, you never even knew the territory.
Come on, Greg, I got your stuff. The rig's in the alley. Let's go.
fountain. Trickle, trickle, trickle.
Stop! 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 Listen to this man!
Why, you gullible green grass goats. Can't you get it through your heads that you're being swindled out of your eye teeth right now? This minute? There's a burglar in the bedroom while you are fiddling in the parlor. That's right. I'm talking about Harold Hill. Road agent.
No.
Highwayman. Pickpocket.
Pickpocket?
Same thing. He's had his hand in your pocket, mister. And yours, madam. And yours, little lady. From the first moment he came to this town. And there's more documented evidence than you'll ever have time to read. There isn't any band. There never has been any band. And there never will be any band. And if you don't hunt down this man right now like a mad dog, there won't be any Harold Hill either. He'll be on the next train out of town.
Now will you believe me?
Well, what are we waiting for?
I want my money back.
Money back, I want his high.
After him! And when you find him, bring him back here! Try the low road. Look by the creek. Try the mill. Back at the prison.
Oh, over here! Oh, over here! Marion, I've been looking all over for you. Where have you been?
Harold, I've been looking for Winthrop. He's run away. Please go, Harold, please. They're even talking about tar and feathers.
I had to come see you, Marion.
It's all right. Don't you know that? You don't owe me a word, not a word. Now, please hurry, please.
Greg! Oh, he's not over here. Let's try that by the creek.
Winthrop!
Wait a minute here, son.
I'm not your son. Let me go.
Just wait a minute while I talk to you.
I wouldn't listen. You wouldn't tell the truth anyway.
Would to?
Would not.
Would to? I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Can you lead a band?
No.
Are you a big liar?
Yes.
Are you a dirty, rotten crook?
Yes.
Let me go, you big liar.
What's the matter? You wanted the truth? I'm bigger than you, so you're gonna stand here and get it all, so you might as well quit wiggling. Now, there's two things you're entitled to know. One, you're a wonderful kid. Thought so from the start. That's why I wanted you in the band. So you'd quit moping around and feeling sorry for yourself.
What band?
I always think there's a band, kid.
What's the other thing I'm entitled to know?
Well, now that you mention it, it's actually none of your business.
I wish you'd never come to River City.
No, you don't, Winthrop.
Sister, you believe him?
I believe everything he's ever said.
But he promised us.
I know what he promised us, and it all happened just like he said. The lights, and the flags, and the colors, and the symbols.
Where was all that?
And the way every kid walked around here this summer, and looked and acted. Especially you, and the parents too. Does Mama wish she'd never come to River City?
Well, you do, don't you?
No, Winthrop. Now please go, Harold, please.
Go on, Professor, hurry up.
I can't go, Winthrop.
Why not?
Well, the first time in my life, I got my foot caught the door. There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all till there was you.
Greg! Greg, they're here!
Professor, that way!
which is why I interrupted the program at this point. Rest assured, this snake in our bosom would have been misapprehended by this time. Yes. And always remember, my fellow River Citesians, that I have done everything in my power to prevent this dire happening from happening. 4
What have you done to get our money back?
That professor collected nearly $300 for uniforms just today.
And we have never seen them uniforms.
He's slippery, I told you.
I haven't seen the uniforms or my boy since just after supper.
He's a kidnapper!
Fine situation here.
4 Just a minute. Virtue has triumphed. The sword of retribution has cut down Professor Harold Hill. And if there are those, as I have heard, who are melting tar and collecting feathers, I will not say them nay.
Surely there ought to be some of you who can forget our everlasting, I was stubborn, chip on the shoulder arrogance long enough to remember River City before Harold Hill arrived. Do you remember? Well, do you? Surely some of you ought to be grateful to him for what he's brought to River City. And if so, I should think he would like to admit it.
You're wasting a great deal of time here. If there are those in this hall who doesn't think that this man Hill should be tarred and feathered, let him stand up. You lady, sit down! And the rest of you standing there like a coat of Shropshire sheep. Have you people forgot how you bought expensive uniforms, technical instruction books, and high-priced band instruments? Have you forgotten the clear understanding and warranty that your children would be taught to play in a band? Well, where's the band? Where's the band?
Think, men. Think.